What up? How's it going, everybody? Yeah, zombie got first. Yellow boy. Oh, you almost made it, dude. You almost got first. Dang, that would have been 4 times in a row. That's all right. Jason, you were so close. You really were. Holy smokes! I'm proud of you, man. I'm gonna count it. I'm gonna count it. What's up? What's up, Mr. Zombie? What's going on, Yellow Boy? Jason, glad you're all here. Cool, cool, cool. Don't say that. That's not lame. Jason, you're not lame. And it's not lame that you got third. Your third is top three, man. You're right there with us. Ahmed, cool. What's up, man? How's it going? So, I wanted to do kind of the same stuff that we did in the last live session. I want to go over convert to clones again. I want to, for some of the people who didn't see it yesterday, because I actually am not going to post that live session from yesterday. So I wanted to kind of go over a couple things that I found useful with game development. So I'm just going to kind of shoot out a bunch of stuff. So what's up, Woodrow? DTNA, Jalal, Underground, Ahmed. Yeah, awesome. We got a good group here. Fresh Bullet, quick update on BB3. Quick update on BB3. Nick actually just showed me something straight out of the oven, and it's pretty awesome. It's pretty cool. I think it's a game that our lead artist, Danny Ojeda, is working on as well, and all three of us are actually kind of coming up with ideas about it as well. This doesn't really have to do with the BB3 software, but it's using BB3, and it kind of shows what its capabilities are and stuff like that. So it's pretty awesome. So I'm going to pull a build box real quick, and I want to show you a couple things. So let's see here. I'm going to open up the camera so you can see everything. Hugh the Dev, what's up, bro? What's going on, Hugh the Dev? Okay, so I want to show you some build box stuff. So Andy G actually reminded me of this yesterday. What's up, Sonia? How's it going? Andy G, yeah, there it is. Hey, thanks for the weekend, man. A happy weekend. Happy weekend to you too. So Andy and I, well, I brought it up yesterday, and then Andy it was kind of like an alley-oop slam dunk thing. Like, I set Andy up, and Andy is like, yeah, you got to do it this way. And he reminded me that you have to actually click into the world. So let me just show you this real quick. So here's Buildbox. Buildbox is open, and you have to be inside of a world, and you have to be in a scene. So, okay, so I'm on this scene right now. I'm on this scene where it's got these 4 little platforms, 3 enemies, okay? Now, let's say I wanted to make some really good use out of the convert to clones, because when you're making a game, a lot of times you have a lot of objects, a lot of actions, a lot of repetitive things. And so it's really, really good to use the convert to clones tool to save space on your game. So let me just show you this real quick, okay? And then I'll answer some questions and stuff. So I'm going to take you up to the top left. Okay. So over here on the you go under tools, and then you press convert to clones, and then watch what happens as soon as I press convert to clones with these platforms. Okay, you're going to see these platforms do something. So let's check it out. Okay, see how the platforms got grayed out here? And I'll go ahead and show you this real quick. So up here in the top left, the platforms got grayed out. And so and now these are just going to be copies of the original platform that I had selected. Okay, and the same thing with enemy. I'll click on enemy, and then I'll use top left, do convert to clones. Oops, sorry. Convert to clones. And the 2 enemies grayed out. Okay, and so and I always suggest that you only do this once your game is actually finished, okay? Because you can run into some problems if you start converting to clones before you're ready. So don't convert to clones prematurely. Make sure that you are waiting until you're like, okay, this scene is finalized, it's polished, it's ready to go, it's ready for prime time, and then you want to do convert to clones, because then you'll be saving space, your load time will be shorter, it's just the better way to go. Speaking of load time, something else that can help with load time is the atlases, okay? And so I'm going to show you this again as well. I went over this yesterday, but I want to do it again for those who didn't see, and I'm actually going to post this video. So so I'm going to go back up here to the top left. Okay, and so when you are in Buildbox, you can use this thing called optimize and rebuild your atlases. So real quick, so I clicked on the atlas window, and I'm going to actually just do the desktop so you don't have to see me anymore. But so this is the atlases, okay, and these are the images for your entire game, okay. So this little Cubeland game that I made, it's got like a little running character, running animation, and it's got a flipping animation and like a golden cube spinning. That's supposed to be kind of like a coin in the game. And anyways, when you want to click on the atlas, the atlas that you're working with, and then optimize, and then also, so you see how the images, there was 9 of them that were taken out from our game. They're completely removed. I cannot use them anymore in the game. I'm not using them anyways. The whole point of being able to optimize is that you're removing these images that are unused. Okay, so that helps out. And then also, you know what, one more time, I'm gonna just show you over here in the bottom right, and let me just zoom in here so you can see it. So here's optimize, here's rebuild. After you optimize, it's a really good idea to rebuild and give it a few seconds, and then it might move things around, it might not. Okay, it might be that it's already structured in a way that is good, and so you don't need, like, the rebuilding thing just doesn't actually work, doesn't do anything. But I would click optimize and then rebuild and then move on. And especially when you're like, because a lot of times when you're developing a game, you'll throw in a character, you'll throw in an animation, and you'll just test it out, and you'll think to yourself, well, is this working? Is this going to work? And you're just testing out images. And so what you don't want is those images to just stick around in the background, and end up taking space in your game and taking up memory and making your game go slower. Maybe the load time will be slower too. So that's why you want to optimize all the time, and do it regularly, and be religious about it, and it'll pay off. I really think so. So I think that's pretty much it for the optimization and the rebuild for atlases. Okay, but I wanted to show you that. So real quick, I'm gonna check out some questions here. Thanks, Ahmad. Zombie, my weekend is now happy since you're streaming, and I asked so many times for this. That's right, Mr. Zombie. I'm making it happen because of you, dude. So where is the free trial? Free trial is we're not doing trials, okay? We were doing trials for a while, but it wasn't working. We had a lot of people like abusing the free trial thing. So what we're going to do now is we're going to just make an awesome free version that everybody can use, and that's really what everybody wants, is they want a free version. So that's what we're working towards. So I'm not really sure exactly when that's going to be out yet, but we're working on it. It's going to happen. Okay. Please clear the clone concept. So let me explain that real quick. When you convert to clones, it takes takes one of the images in the scene, and it uses that, and it just makes copy of that one image. And so you're using less objects, you're using less animations, less images, and less actions, whatever. And so it saves space. It makes it makes your game more efficient. It loads faster, and so it's a good practice when you're making your games. I hope that clears up the convert to clones button. Okay, and it's really, really important to know. And I'm gonna share this again, okay, real fast. So I showed this yesterday, but I think it's a really great website to check out. This is Simon Crack's website, appgremlin.com. I really want to know what the story is behind App Gremlin and Dead Cool Apps, the color of the fish. Like, I'm hoping he's a fisherman, because I'm a fisherman too. I like fly fishing. I'm actually gonna go camping this weekend and do some fly fishing up in Northern California, near Mount Shasta. So wish me luck. Hopefully it's a good experience. But anyways, so this is Simon Crack's website, and here's a couple of new games that he just put out. And it's interesting because I was thinking maze games are really tough to do with Buildbox, but he totally makes it work. So this one called Maisie, I would totally try it out. It's only in the App Store right now. And then Desire Path is another one too. And you look at his artwork and his aesthetics, and it's just, man, I love Simon Crack's work. I love his his flow. Okay, so this is what I wanted to show you though: how to build iPhone apps. And this story right here, a story of QB's quest, where he built this app, he built this game with his 3-year-old son. And so what I wanted to show you was the convert to clones thing is on here. And, oh, there's Trey Smith right there. Oh, cool. And it's just a great story. It's a really, really good story to look at because this is kind of a large scale game, and I would definitely recommend downloading QB's Quest and trying it out. It's a fun game. It's what I like about it is it has bosses, like different levels you can beat the boss, and it's pretty like. It's a pretty robust game. It's like a full game. It didn't cut any corners, and he went all out on this. I mean, he did like little mock-ups, and he started off with a like a first version. I think he had an artist come in and touch it up and help it out. But this is what I was talking about before with Attack of the Clones, and you use the convert to clones option. And what that does is it really helps. See, it says right here, kapow, we cut the game size in half. Performance was 1,000% better. And so that's what you want to go for, is you want to make your game just work as perfectly as possible. And then the last thing that's pretty cool I wanted to show you about this as well is, oh look, there's Andy and Zach right there. I love it. And then yeah, so this is another great one, the Mario Crate Smash. So you know how in Mario he hits a little block and it bounces up and the coin bounces up and you get the coin and all that jazz? Okay, he shows you how to do it here with Buildbox, and it's awesome. And I'm going to do a video of this soon, but today I was working on Android Studio and stuff. So I'll post that up pretty soon. Hopefully I can get that done pretty quickly. But if you want to just kind of give it a shot right now and give it a go, it's right there. And then one other website I wanted to show you real quick is Color. In the way make sure you watch the way I spell it, colorlovers.com. So a lot of developers are asking me about like how do you choose your colors, like what's a really good way to get different color palettes and things like that, because color theory is very important. If you notice games like Sky, and I think Monument Valley is a perfect example, they have a very structured and distinct color theory or color palette that they use. And you'll notice that with Monument Valley, there's always a gradient, a nice, beautiful, easy on the eyes gradient background that is in the very, very back, and then you have little tiny particles or stars or little tiny things to add a little bit of depth, a little bit of magic there. We've all seen that sprinkling meme where you just sprinkle some loveliness on your game, and so they do that, and then all of their colors are very soft and pleasing to the eye. There's not a lot of saturation, and there's it's very smooth. So I want to just show you this real quick. So let's see here, I'm going to zoom in so you can see it a little bit better. Okay, so you want to just type in, you want to go to colorlovers.com, okay, and look at the way it's spelled, O-U-R. It's got the like the English spelling. So and you just put in, like, I don't know, forest or something, and you search that, and it gives you a whole bunch of great color palettes. And I think the Enchanted Forest one, I remember Trey saying he really liked this one, so that's a good one. And you can just see, like, check this out, like those are nice colors. That's a really good green. Like, I feel like green is kind of a tough color, because if you go like too lime green, it all of a sudden looks like highlighter green, and it's bright and it's displeasing. And so finding a nice green on here is good. I kind of like the Magic Forest too. Like, these are soft, these are great. These are great greens. This one's cool too. Small World's all right. So you can kind of see that these are a little bit, they're very soft. You know what I mean? This right here, Forest Lady, like, look at that red. That's a little bit too much. That's not terribly so. The orange is pretty good, and the green's all right. But yeah, anyways, so that you get the point, I'm just trying to show you an example of, like, how to find really good colors and experiment with the good colors. So, and you can just copy and paste this over into an Illustrator, and then you want to use like the eyedropper to suck the color out of it and place it with whatever you got. So, real quick, let's answer some questions. Okay, so dear Buildbox, can you make the tutorials in Hindi, please? I think one day we can definitely do it in another language. Right now, it's kind of limited to English because you know, we all only speak English. Although I think Nick speaks Russian, I'm pretty sure. So, when will you? Okay. Is this option convert to clones can reduce the size of the game? Yes, it can reduce the size of the file size of the game. So that's why it's important. Please notice me, senpai. Okay. Hi, Amida. What's up, Amida? I'm not sure if I'm saying it's right. Amadia, I think is how I would say it. And then we got Turkey. Please keep the video after the live ends. Okay. Yes, I will. I'll keep this one. The last one, I'm going over the same stuff I did yesterday. The last one, I didn't really like how it came out. I didn't like everything, so I decided to scrap it and just do it again today. So let's see here. Underground Gaming, yeah, taking notes. Awesome. Thanks, man. Corey, hey Zach, love the tutorial videos you're doing. Have you guys ever thought about doing a Udemy course? No, but I've seen, dude, Udemy is like all over YouTube. I was thinking about checking that out. Kind of an all-in-one in-course, game ideas, prototyping, using BB, upload to App Store, etc. You know, that might be not a bad idea. You know what? I'm gonna just write that down on good ideas that I've heard on the forums today, because whenever any of you come to me and write something that's pretty solid and a good idea, and it's a good suggestion or a good question or a good request for a video, I write all these things down. Just don't think that you go unheard, okay? Because I've got all of you right here, and I read through it at the end of the day, and I make sure that everybody's taken care of. I don't want to leave anybody hanging, okay? I'm all about helping as many people as I can. And just in case you want to talk to me and get some questions and go over stuff, because I had a guy who was having problems with the Eclipse tutorial, and he keeps getting the same error. And so I told him, just hit me up on the Buildbox forums. My name is Super Voodoo, and I'll go ahead and write that out for you real quick so you can see. I think I said this yesterday, but I want to just go ahead and say it again. I want to be able to. I want to make myself available to you if you're working on games late at night, and I'm at home and I'm just working from my laptop too and stuff. So my name on the forums is Super Voodoo. It's got this creepy little doll, and you can find me on there. So you can just check that out. Okay, so let's see here. Dear Buildbox, let's see here. Love the look of this game. Awesome. Thanks, Breaking Wind. I know, right? I know. Loving the look. I think you're talking about the Simon Crack game, right? Or are you talking about QB's Quest, Breaking Wind? I can't remember. But anyways, both of those, they're all good. I think you're talking about Simon's game, and Simon's just on top of it, man. He always puts out good stuff. And that's that's a sign of like good developers, is when they're constantly releasing quality, really, really good quality stuff. Abdo, I am again. Hey, what's up, Abdo? Can we make a game like Subway Surfer in Buildbox? I've never heard of Subway Surfer. Let's check it out. Subway Surfer. Let's see if it can be done. I'll check this game out. Please, we want a tutorial for making characters fly and move, please. Okay. A character tutorial for making characters fly and move. I need you to be a little bit more specific, because, in move in what way? Fly in what way? I need you to be a little bit more specific, because that's a little bit general. It's a little bit too generic for me to be able to pin it down and give a solid tutorial about that. So, be a little bit more specific about the question, okay? Okay, let's check this out. Subway Surfers. This is going to be awesome. We'll watch a little video here. I'm liking it already. Oh yeah, he looks like a big bad authority. The dog. I like the dog sniffing him out. Okay. Whoa! Party on, Wayne. Party on, Garth. That's pretty loud. Okay, so I'm not actually seeing any gameplay. I'm just seeing an advertisement. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the video. And I want to see actual gameplay because it seems to me like it's just a bunch of marketing stuff. Oh, lane changes. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely you can. Shoot, do I have an example of that right off the cuff? Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that in another video. I'll show you an example of this great BB doc example that I could show you. You know what? I might even be able to pull it up real quick. Let's see here. Buildbox forums. Quick question. Do you care about your fans that have hope in all this? Oh, heck yeah. I care about all of you. I care about every single one of you. The whole point of me doing this is so that I can help people. People who have like really good questions, and it's so I can get an idea of what you need and what you want to hear and see, so that I can make quality, good videos to show you how to do those things. Because it's all I've ever wanted to do is teach. That's all I've ever wanted to do, and so this is perfect for me. I get to talk to you guys and actually get some like straight answers from you and hear what you're into and what you wanna learn about. So, okay. So I'm going to just go ahead and search this lane changes. And let's see here. Okay. So this is good. This is the one. Where is it? 2 lanes possible. Android make the character changing lanes. Which one is it? There's a BB doc. I might just have to show you next time, so I'm not taking so long. Okay, I will just have to show you next time because I can't find it off the cuff. But I have it. I know where to find it, or at least I know the general area. So I'll show you a BB doc where you change lanes, and it's awesome. So yeah, so I'll show you that later, okay? But to answer your question, can we make a game? And this is for Abdo Power. You asked the question, can we make a game like Subway Surfer and Buildbox? And yes, you can. Okay, is it possible you can make tutorials? Let's see here. When is multiplayer coming? I asked this so many times. Ahmad, let me answer that question for you since you've asked so many times. Okay, multiplayer is coming with BB3. I'm pretty sure that we're going to have multiplayer capability in BB3. Probably looking at a couple months on that. So just be patient, but it's coming up. Breaking Wind sounds relaxing. Yeah, it does. I think you're talking about the color palettes or something. Andy, if I only had say 3 atlases, but big dimension PNGs, and say the file size is 250 kilobytes each, etc., would this be worse than saying 50 atlases, but with small file size? Interesting. I think it ultimately comes down to the same. I know that smaller images are easier to handle than bigger images. The bigger images take up space. So I'm thinking that it'll probably end up being smoother with the smaller images. And the question you're asking is, would it be any worse than saying 50 atlases, but with small file size? And here's like the kind of general rule we have with atlases is you want to try to avoid going over 7. That's kind of the max. And 7 atlases is quite a lot of space. You can fit a lot of different images and a lot of different like photos and stuff like that in 7 atlases. So I would try to not go over 7, and I think that the bigger dimensions do kind of have somewhat of an effect. I'm pretty sure because they're bigger and it's a little bit harder to handle, I believe. Okay, Marcio, let's see here. Marcio, I made a game on this program, but I was confused. How would I test it out on my iPhone? Or do you have? Okay, so Marcio, do you have iPhone or Android? Either way, if you have iPhone or Android, I just made 2 new videos, and I'll just pull it up real quick so that you can see. Okay, so let's see here. So this is one of them. So this is how to test apps on your Android phone, and I just made this video, and so you can use this, but this is for Eclipse. I'm also trying to make one for Android Studio. It's a little bit more involved, but Android Studio is being supported by Google right now, so it's important that I do that. So we're having that. Hopefully that'll be done by the end of next week, because there's a couple things we got to do on it. And then the other video, not only can you figure out how to test apps on your Android phone, you can do it on your iPhone too. How to test apps on your iPhone. Okay, third down, not too bad, not too shabby. So this is the
Hey everybody, this is Zach.
this is how to test apps on your iPhone. So this is a quick. These are both about 15 minutes. This one's 18 minutes. The other one is 15 minutes. So they're not too long. I think that the iPhone one is a little bit easier because I go through the process of setting up a Gmail, and most of you have email accounts, so most of you won't even have to worry about that. But but it is required, you see, because you have to set up the developer account, and you have to get the code from your email to put it in to enter the code in to set up your developer account. And you need a developer account to run the app on Xcode. So I did kind of need to show that for beginners, for people who are absolute beginners. I want it to be like a video that a little tiny kid could see this and figure it out. Okay, I wanted to make it so that everybody could figure it out. Okay, so Marcio, check those videos out. Okay, and then I like his hair. Just saying, thank you, Marcio. I like the long hair too. Letting it fly today. Okay. So, and don't forget, when cloning, before you do so, make a copy of the BB doc. Yeah, good idea. Thank you, Andy. Good suggestion. Okay, so before you're doing convert to clones, and you know what? This is just a good practice anyways, general practice, because every once in a while, you might just, I don't know, an accident might happen and you might lose your file, or somehow the file gets messed up or something like that. So when you're developing your games, always make backup files. So whenever you make like significant changes to your document, call it, like let's say you have Cubeland. I'll have Cubeland backup copy 1, Cubeland backup copy 2, Cubeland backup copy 3, and maybe label it like added 10 levels, added this character, added this. And so at each level, at each point, where your development is, at what stage of development is, and that way if you do have a problem with your file, you can go back and see, okay, well, this is what I have done so far with my backup copy. So make extra copies of your BB doc. Thank you, Andy, for saying that. Starman, hello. What's up, Starman? I like the name, Starman. All right, Wild sharing. Please, can we make a tutorial for characters fly and move, please? Yeah, I don't know what you mean by that. So like bats. Like bats, huh? Okay. Let me see here. I'll like bats. Huh. Let me think. Sorry, I'm going to my mind palace right now. Can you tell I'm kind of looking off into the distance? By the way, I just kind of want to show you real quick. This is just so you can kind of get a feel for the old office. All right. So this is the office, or at least the view from the office. You can kind of see it. It's looking out over. So Sausalito is located on a cove. Okay, so that's why it's kind of there's all these boats here and stuff, and there's like houseboats and stuff. I actually have a buddy who lives on a houseboat. It's pretty cool. So yeah, so this is kind of the general office. This is where I do most of my filming and stuff. It's a little bit messy right now, but that just shows that I've been working hard. That's all that means. All right, let's bring it on down. Okay, cool. So let's see here. Characters fly. Can you finish up Cubeland? I want to play it. Yeah, we might. Who knows? We might end up putting Cubeland into the store. I don't. I mean, it's got some great artwork, so we might as well. At least we can build off of it, make it a little bit better, and then release it. I'll let you know if we end up doing that. All right, Turkey, please leave all the links in the description later on. Okay, I will do that. That's a good idea. I will leave the links. See, I'm writing it down. I write down the good ideas. I recognize greatness. Okay, leave the links in the description. Okay, but here's the deal. I'm gonna do that, but it's 6 o'clock right now, and I actually got to head out because I'm gonna go camping this weekend. But it takes like about an hour for the video to get up. So I'll see if I can do the links in the description. If I don't get it done today or this weekend, I might be able to do. I'll do it first thing in the week, next week on Monday morning, hitting it hard. Okay, couple more questions and then I gotta get going. Hi, Green Boy, what's up, dude? Hi, does anyone know how to make a reward video? Oh yeah, rewards video is super easy. You can just here, I'll just show you. So go over here to UI, go to buttons, purchase. Let's see here. It's not a purchase button. It's is it lock button? And unlock in-app purchase. I know what it is. I know it. It's either, maybe it's a purchase button. Yes, it's definitely a purchase button. Okay, so it's a purchase button, and then you go down to the bottom right, and I'm going to zoom in here so you can actually see it. Bottom right. So here's the purchase button, but more importantly, over here, the purchase method is reward videos. Okay, so now if I took an image, and you know what I might do is I might just grab an image real quick and just show you. Okay, so if you take this image, okay, kind of a silly image, but basically now this is your purchase button. Okay, and what this means is if the player clicks on this in your game, then the way that they'll pay for it, it might give them some coins. So over here, this will give you a coin, and it can give you a certain amount. Let's see your action, remove ads, quantity. I think this is the quantity, is like that tells you how much you're going to be able to get. But basically the way you want to do it is there's how you do reward videos. I hope that was pretty clear. If you still don't get it, let me know. Okay, I could do a video about all the different UI buttons and how to utilize them. But try that out first. Try just experimenting with the reward videos thing, and let me know how it goes. Okay. Can you please do? Is there a monthly subscription for Buildbox? Yes, there is. Right now, it's $100 a month, or if you pay for the whole year up front, it's $84 a month. Okay. And it's totally worth it. It's the best drag and drop software out there, hands down. It's the easiest to use. I mean, talk about a time saver. When I was programming all this stuff by myself, or trying to, even with GameCell and these other things, there's still coding. They make it sound like it's a drag and drop software, but they're still coding. So you cannot call yourself a drag and drop software if there's coding. You cannot do that. All right. So I don't really take them seriously on that. So, but yeah. So there's a monthly subscription, and I think it's totally worth it. I mean, to get it only for a month. Right now, right now we have 1 year contracts, so it's $100 a month for 1 year, and you're agreeing to sign up for the whole year, because we don't want people just getting Buildbox and then just giving up, because it takes a little while to get things down, and we don't want people giving up on their goals and their dreams, and we want people getting after it and sticking with it and not giving up. It's about perseverance and persistence. There's a great quote by Babe Ruth. That it's hard to beat someone who never gives up. Let me look that up real quick. I'm just curious. I really like Babe Ruth. So I don't think I've ever told anybody this, but my brother is a professional baseball player, and my family is really into baseball. He's a pitcher, and I used to catch for him a lot when we were younger. I still catch for him every once in a while. But yeah, so I know a lot of, I'm really into baseball is the whole point. Babe Ruth. Never give up. Okay, so let's see this quote. I don't want to butcher it. It's hard to beat a person who never gives up. Okay, yeah, so I didn't really butcher it too bad, but it's so true. It's so hard to be. I mean, in sports especially, it's just some in life. In life, if you have somebody who just doesn't give up, if they have a goal and it's a it's a good one, even if it's a lofty goal, if you just keep working towards that goal and never give up, I bet you'll achieve it. I bet you'll get there because if you just don't give up. All right. So Ahmad, is there a multiplayer coming anytime soon? Yes. I told you it's coming in with BB3. It'll be coming up in a few months. Once you release a free version of BB, that would be perfect. Oh, you're right. Thanks, Zombie, Mr. Zombie. Yeah, you're welcome for highlighting the comment in the past. Yeah, you're welcome. That would be a perfect time for a Udemy course. Thanks for considering the suggestion. Thank you, Corey. I think that's a fantastic idea, especially when it's free. Once we release the free version, then Udemy course would totally work perfectly. So I'll write that down again too. I was just going to remember that one, but I might as well write it down so I don't forget. Okay. Breaking Wind, you work with Simon a lot. Nice. He's a great guy for sure. Dude, yeah, that's awesome. I think that's Ryan is Breaking Wind. Ryan, you're awesome, man. I've heard a lot of great things about you. What is in store for the future of this channel? I can see a lot of cool concept for video ideas. Yeah, see, I'm just kind of, first off, okay, so with the videos thing, at first I wanted to address the needs of the community, okay? So there's a lot of people in the Buildbox community who are asking things like, how do we get our games onto our iPhone? How do we get our games onto our Android phone? How do we do reward videos or HeyZap mediation? How do we get ads onto our games? How do we submit it to the App Store? How do we submit it to the Play Store? And so those are the videos I want to do first, so that anybody, so not only you, not only the Buildbox community, but anybody who's joining the community will have that available to them as well. It will help everybody. It's very good. And then after that, then I'll start having some more fun. I'll be honest with you, the kind of more structured tutorials, they're not as fun. They're not as fun to do because you're kind of like a robot, like do this. Now I want you to do this. Click on that now. Okay, it's kind of not as fun. I'll be doing more fun videos like action-packed stuff, like how to do a health bar, how to do the intro to the pit, how to do a Mario crate smash, you name it. I'm gonna start doing more fun things. Like that's actually like within Buildbox, kind of like the platformer video. I was having more fun with that one, and that's why it was like an hour and a half long, because I was just going for it. Okay, Studio Supreme channel question. Is it okay if I ask you to check my game out for polishing in the future? Yeah, just hit me up on the Buildbox forums. I'm totally down to check out any of your guys' games and give you some quick points. At times I might be a little bit harsh, but I'm just telling you what you need to hear, okay, to progress and to get better. Because I'm not gonna BS you. I'm not gonna tell you what you want to hear. I'll tell you what you need to hear. All right, to become better. All right, I'm not going to just be a people pleaser. All right, all the time. When it comes to advice and when it comes to critiquing your game and making your game get to where you want it to be and where it should be, then I get a little bit more serious. But for the most part, I'm just a friendly guy. Okay. So, Zombie, so multiplayer is coming about. Let's see here. Yeah. Okay, how can I make bats move, please? Let me. Man, that's a tough question. I'm not really sure what you mean by how to make bats move. Like, I mean, I could make a little, are you talking about, like, having them move in the background? Because that can be done with transforms. I think that's, okay, the way, I have a feeling I know the answer to this with what you're going for. Something you want to experiment with is transforms and advanced moves, okay? Advanced moves, transforms. Try that out. Also actions with gameplay effects. Okay, that's how you get crafty with Buildbox. That's how you really can start doing stuff. And then also putting things like in the animation editors or the advanced moves, you can do some cool stuff. It's kind of like the limit is your own imagination. You can kind of do a lot of stuff. I mean, some things it's limited on, but there's such a large amount of things that you can do. It's like, why even focus on what you can't do? Let's focus on what we can do and how awesome it is and how we can make those things better. Pixels, hey, what's up? Did you know you can go in dark mode on YouTube? Yeah. I've seen, are you talking about like incognito, or do you mean like making me like all dark? Because I've seen both. Heroic, hey Nick. Yeah, Nick's got some fans. Cool. Yes. So the Buildbox website, that's where you can find the price for the monthly subscription or the yearly subscription. So if you're looking for prices on Buildbox, you can just go to the website. Is there going to be a Christmas discount like last year? Well, hopefully we have the free version by then, but if we do it, we might do a discount on the pro version because that would be cool. I mean, everybody loves Christmas. Can you add videos to a game? You can add, yes, you can. Yes, you can. And a good example of that, I think, is QB's Quest. So check out Simon Crack's QB's Quest, and it's got this great intro video, and then also you can do cutscenes and stuff like that. Yes, you can do videos. Well, I don't have $1,000 to pay for a whole year. That's totally fine. If you do not have the money right now to pay for the whole year, or you can't make the commitment because it's $100 a month and it might be a little bit out of your price range. That's fine. That's fine. But I would just wait until the free version is out and then go hard on it, okay? And but the free version will have limitations, some limitations as well. You're not going to get everything you would with the pro version, but it'll be enough that you'll be able to have fun, make some games, and start getting the ball rolling. All right, and so. Wow, Binghamton Rumble Ponies, Bing Grisette, you found my brother. No way, Andy. That's awesome, dude. Holy smokes, yeah, so my brother plays, he's a pitcher, plays for the Mets, or he used to, originally he got signed by the White Sox, and then he got picked up his junior year in college by the Mets. I don't know if any of you are baseball fans, but he did really good these last 2 years. He ended with a 1.8 ERA last year and a 2.3 or 2.2 or 2.3 ERA this year. Pretty solid, and so he's working his way up, and I think he's gonna make it. I think, and he's never gonna give up. That's the thing. That's the thing about me and my brother is we dig deep. We dig in our heels. So okay. Zach, that was a clear, but if you make a video about it, it will be so helpful. Thank you so much. Okay, yeah, I can try to do videos for sure on that. I have a second channel. Okay, awesome. Thank you. Hey, you know what, everybody? It's a little bit past. It's about 6:15 right now. I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day. I just want to say thank you so much for everybody who listened on this and liked some of the points and stuff. Keep coming back. I'm gonna start setting up a regular schedule, and we'll keep going over useful tips and tricks and hacks and all that jazz. And I'm gonna keep writing down all of your good ideas. So everybody, I'm going to head out right now, but if you got any ideas that are just, randomly pop into your head over the weekend or, any time at all, don't hesitate to send them my way because I'm all about it. Okay. I'm all about working with you guys and stuff. So anyways, all right, I'm going to go camping. I'll see you later, everybody.